Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam says, if you want to shine like a sun, you have to first burn like a sun. Hello everyone, my name is Chandraprakash Joshi. In this video, we are discussing another 20 questions and these are going to be useful for your phase 2 exam. After the phase 1 result, most of you are focusing on the phase 2 exam. Those who are preparing for 2023, they can also get benefited by the detailed answers here. Focus on both objective and descriptive questions. This is the question I asked last time. As per the Levin's 3-step change model, overcoming the pressure of both individual resistance and group conformity is termed as, simple one, unfreezing. So there are 3 steps here: unfreezing, moving and refreezing. The model represents a very simple and practical model for understanding the change process. First, we need to unfreeze, overcome the pressure of both individual resistance and group conformity. Then comes the movement, something for new, and then refreezing, stabilizing the change. Which of the following is not a significant headway made in the area of strengthening the digital infrastructure in India as per the RBI report, annual report 2021-22, laying above the optical fiber under BharatNet project to provide broadband connectivity to 2.5 lakh gram panchayats, launch of digital payment index mandating 50% digital transactions. So this is not there. Third one, institutionalizing the payment infrastructure development fund is there, launch of digital payment index is there, and implementing and scaling up the pilot project on expanding the optical fiber to connect 2.5 lakh gram panchayats. Many of serious aspirants for RBI Grade B missed this time phase 1. So this is the opportunity where we are doing offline plus online classes. You have an opportunity to meet face to face to the faculty members of ixamBee and you will regularly interact with them in the online classes. Which city you want to conduct this offline classes? Please let us know. You can write in the comment. We are coming to more and more cities now. We started in Delhi, but now we are coming to more cities. In the latest statement of development and regulatory policies, RBI has revised the existing limit on individual housing loan by cooperative bank. The new limit, Tier 1 and Tier 2 for urban cooperative bank, has been revised too. So the new limit is revised to 60 lakh and 140 lakh respectively. This is the statement latest of June 8th. According to this, Tier 1, Tier 2 urban cooperative bank shall stand revised from 30 and 70 lakh to 60 and 140 lakh respectively. And in case of the RCBs, rural cooperative bank, the limit shall increase from 20 lakh to 50 lakh for RCBs with net worth less than 100 crore and from 30 lakh to 75 lakh for other RCBs, state cooperative bank and the district cooperative bank. Which of the following is not a program scheme designed for greater financial inclusion? Privatization of the bank, BCBF model, relaxed KYC guideline, SHG bank linkage, PMJDY. So you can say privatization of the bank is not to enable the financial inclusion. You can understand that. In fact, when the nationalization of the bank was done, the idea was to provide banking facilities to unbanked customer. The STARS project is a union government initiative which is financially aided by the World Bank. The project is associated with, if you know the full form of STARS, it will be easy for you. It is strengthening teaching, learning and results for states. The project is centrally sponsored scheme under the Ministry of Education. It is an education reform in India financially aided by World Bank. The cost is 5,718 crore, of which 3,700 crore has come from World Bank. 6 Indian states will be covered under STAR project. These are Himachal Pradesh, Rajasthan, Maharashtra, MP, Kerala and Orissa. If exports amount to 2,000 lakh and imports amount to 2,500 lakh, then the trade balance will show. Trade balance, will it show surplus or deficit? First you understand that. See, imports are higher, so it's a deficit because for imports you have to pay. So it's a deficit of 500 lakh. So India in May 2020 has a trade deficit of 23 billion. And trade deficit means country is importing more goods than it is exporting. By exporting we are earning. Here I would also like to tell you about daily BPDA. You are using our monthly BPDA. You are using our weekly BPDA and seeing the popularity of the BPDA. We have got thousands of comments from the student that BPDA has helped in scoring very high in the general awareness in RBI Grade B exam. So we have now incorporated, because there was a strong demand that can you provide us daily dose of BPDA, because if they take daily dose, small dose, if you take daily small doses, it will help you. So we are coming with this. Keep visiting our website. What is the loan amount under Kishore in Mudra scheme? So Mudra has three kinds of loan. Under Kishore, it is 50,000 to 5 lakh. Three loans are Shishu, smallest, under 50,000. Kishore, 50,000 to 5 lakh. Tarun, 5 lakh to 10 lakh. Which of the following can be associated with Indo-Pacific Economic Framework, IPPEF? It's an economic initiative of the Quad leaders. Quad leaders include India, the US, Australia and Russia. Quad counter-attack the maritime security and terrorism of members countries. So only first is correct here. Quad is US, India, Australia and Japan. Russia is not there. And one of the primary objective of Quad is to work for a free, open, prosperous, inclusive Indo-Pacific region. The group met first time in 2007 on the sideline of the Association of the Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN. IPEF is an economic initiative that came a day before the second in-person summit of the Quad leaders in Tokyo 2022. Important meeting where Prime Minister Mr. Modi was present. Modi recently formalized India's entry into Indo-Pacific Economic Framework along with 12 other countries including United States to strengthen economic cooperation at a geostrategic counter to China's growing clout in this region. And that's why US is also with us. Which of the following is the first natural gas exchange of India? Gas exchange. The correct answer here is Indian Gas Exchange. It is a digital trading platform that will allow buyers and sellers to sell the natural gas, trade or natural gas, both in spot and the forward market. Spot means cash market, you can say. Forward means for the future date. IGX commenced operation in June 2020 and operates under the regulatory framework of the Petroleum and Natural Gas Regulatory Board. Which of the following is correct about swaps and futures? So this is a theoretical question about derivatives. The correct statement is, you can pause the video for the interest of time. I am moving to the correct answer. Futures contract involve only one future transaction, whereas swap typically involves several forward transactions. Swap means from one hand you give and from the other hand you take. That's why it is swapping, doing giving and taking. An agreement between two counterparties to exchange cash flow in the future. It is in the nature of multiple forward contract, one for selling, one for buying. This is not correct. Other statements are not correct. You can see which of the following statement is correct for ARR, alternative reference rate, because RBI has now asked banks to go to ARR. ARR pool based, ARR based on transacted verifiable rate with a wide participant base, ARR obtained by compounding the daily overnight rates. These are overnight secured and unsecured rates. Unlike LIBOR was pool based. That was the problem with LIBOR. So these ARR are based on transacted variable rate. ARR are backward looking as they are obtained by compounding the daily overnight rates, unlike LIBOR which was forward looking. Examples of ARR are secured overnight finance rate, sterling overnight index average, SOFR, SONIA, SOFR, SONIA. Which of the following statement about PMAYU is true? All houses under PMAYU have basic amenities like toilet, water supply, electricity and kitchen. The mission promotes women empowerment. In situ slum redevelopment is one of the four verticals of the scheme. All these are correct. Component of PMAYU is in situ slum redevelopment, credit linked subsidy scheme, affordable housing in partnership, beneficiary-led construction. This was launched in 2015. Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Urban to provide Pakka house to all eligible beneficiaries, implemented by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. The mission promotes women empowerment by providing the ownership of the houses in the name of the female member or in joint name. Preference is also given to differently abled person, senior citizen, SC/ST, OBC, minority, single woman, transgender and other weakened and vulnerable section of the society. Standing Deposit Facility SDF is now the base of the policy corridor. The SDF stand at what? As on June 8. There are frequent changes happening in this. You shall always know the latest one also, but RBI has changed the repo and now repo has been further increased by 50 bps to 4.9. That is the policy repo rate, 4.9%, and SDF is now 4.65%. The employee may sometimes miss the actual message or the relevant information required due to too many details and trivial information being shared by the manager. Which of the following best describe the cause of ineffectiveness of the communication in this case? Under communication, over communication, selective listening, selective perception, none of the above. And if you feel writing descriptive answer is a challenge for you, here you can see that whole day practice session was done for writing phase 2 descriptive answer, and I am telling you writing takes time because it is a skill one has to build, which is now 2/3 of your exam, phase 2 exam. Very important for becoming RBI Grade B officer. So in this case, over communication is happening, too much of communication. So the manager is talking, giving so much of messages that the team, the employee is confused, and the actual message is getting lost in that noise. Under which school of ethics whistleblowing can be justified using the logic when the balance of good over evil is better for all affected parties, then the whistle was not blown. So here you have these 5 options. Choose the right one. The correct answer for this is utilitarianism. Utilitarianism or teleological school of ethics is consequence-based view of ethics. As per this thought, ethical behavior is one that produces greatest good for the greatest number of people. Which of the following statement regarding global compact for migration is correct? It is an intergovernmental negotiated agreement to cover all dimensions of the international migration. It is not a legally binding agreement. It is the first ever UN global agreement on a common approach to international migration. All of these are correct. This is not a legally binding agreement. Which of the following statement regarding phase 2 of the Swachh Bharat mission is correct? The program will be implemented with 100% financial assistance from the center. It will focus on open defecation free plus ODF plus, which includes ODF sustainability and solid and liquid waste management. SBM G phase 2 will also be implemented from 21 to 25. So second and third are correct because it is not 100% centrally sponsored. Scheme was launched in 2004. Here the fund sharing between center and state is 90-10 for northeastern state and Himalayan state and union territories. For J&K it is 60-40, for other state it is 60-40. Of course for union territory it has to be 100% by the center. Swachh Bharat mission. Under Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana, life cover is provided for what amount against a premium of. Premium amount is also asked in the question. So as I always say, here you can use some judgment. If I have to do the option elimination, I will remove this because in 2 of the options the premium is 330 and in 2 it is 360. Now the guesswork becomes difficult because we have to have some idea about premium or the amount covered. Answer is 2 here. Life cover of 2 lakh with a premium of 330 rupees per annum, available in age group of 18 to 50 years, having a bank account who give their consent to join auto debit. Aadhaar would be the primary KYC. This was launched in 2015. This is offered by LIC and all other life insurance company who are willing to offer this. As on April 2022, a cumulative enrollment under the scheme has been 12.76 crore. An amount of 11,000 crore has been paid for 5,76,000 claims. These are the updates you keep getting when you are reading BPDA and the other notes we provide. Legal entity Anti-Fire India Limited, an agency accredited by the GLEIF as the local offering unit in India for issuance and management of the LEI, is a subsidiary of. I covered this question earlier also in a different form. It is a subsidiary of CCIL. If you are listening to all these videos, you know this very well. LEI is a 20-character global reference number conceived by G20. You can read if you don't know about LEI. Which of the following is not identified in the Johari window, a situation that occurs as a result of the interpersonal communication style? So it is very famous concept, Johari window. So there is no window like conflict. If you remember Johari window, it tells about situations. Say for example about yourself, you know something about yourself and others also know about yourself. That thing, maybe like you are very talkative, so you know others know. That is open area called arena. And something you don't know about yourself but other know, so that is a blind. So this window is blind. And something which you know but not known to others. You have some talent, you feel you have that talent, others don't know about that. It's a hidden talent or hidden thing. And something which you don't know, others also don't know. That is called unknown. You have to explore that. So I always talk about this unknown because I have seen people, neither I know their talent nor they know, but they work with a strong belief and become something which nobody expected. This question you have to answer. The Fischer Effect is defined as the relationship between which of the following variables? Fischer Effect. Please answer this question in the comment. Let us see how much you are learning. We will discuss this in the next video. Please keep studying well. Use your time effectively. To succeed in your mission, you must have single-minded devotion to your goal. If you like the video, please share, like and subscribe to the channel. All the best for your preparation.